Like, yeah, you guys see, they found like 80,000 missing kids that Biden administration was talking about. They couldn't find. Trump's already found them in fucking 3 days, 4 days.
Dude, if there is something you could do to get rid of income tax, you'd be a fucking hero. Like, I'm not even joking, bro. Heads are struggling right now that wouldn't be struggling if there was no income tax. Like, the shit is no joke, dude. You'd end the struggle for a lot of Americans. Like,
Yo,
that shit is
seriously,
no
I mean,
joke. Like,
so much better, bro. Everything was fucking so much better, man. I mean, and then I think that's like where
the
the money will come
economy would
from.
be raging. The economy would be raging out of control. You've seen what people do when they get money; they just go spend it. You'd have tens of thousands. I would have just in my household alone, we would have tens of thousands of dollars a year to just spend on stuff. We would just buy mad stuff. That's what we do as Americans, right? We just buy shit. We'd be going on vacations, spending money. Like the economy would be banging out of control. We'd have the best economy you've ever seen in your life.
Yo, and all the people, like, once people have more money in their pocket, it's gonna fuel all the businesses. It's just all the money's gonna recirculate in our economy instead of fuck. And once we get rid of all these fucking illegals, then they're gonna stop sending all of our money back to their countries all around the world. How much money do we lose just from illegals sending their money to fucking other countries? Seriously. And then everyone's like, "Oh, I want to be pro." Like, if you're flying another flag of another country and you hate America, get the fuck out.
Real quick. So I was reading through some of that stuff this morning on some of the stuff you were sending from Joe Biden, and there's something I don't understand. I'm not sure if it's a good one or a bad one that he did on recension, but he said he was going to. It was a bill that like stopped the use of private prisons, essentially, and like I guess it would be more government run stuff or whatever. What is y'all's opinion on that?
I haven't seen anything on that.
Here, I'll send you the link, or I'll read the executive order. Here it is, Executive Order 14006 of January 26, 2021, reforming our incarceration system to eliminate the use of privately operated criminal detention facilities.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm in the middle of 5 things. Can you read that again?
It's Executive Order 14006 of January 26, 2021, reforming our incarceration system to eliminate the use of privately operated criminal detention facilities. And so I was just curious, like, I don't know. I always felt like private prisons were a bad thing, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's
So
purely
they are a bad
profit-based.
thing because
It's
now
a
you've
bad
got
thing.
people. Oh, go ahead.
If it's not about, yeah, if it's not about the rehabilitation or the care of the individuals that are there, and it's just about the profits, it's obviously the wrong way of going. And I'm surprised that the United States has private prisons for as long as it has. Makes no sense to me.
I think so. To play devil's advocate, though, I don't think certain people get rehabilitated. Like, they cannot.
Absolutely.
There's certain people, bro, who just need to be removed from society as a whole. And I'm not arguing that that's everyone in jail. Most people in jail, I don't think that is. But dude, I just this weekend, dude. There's a person, bro, who didn't like. There's another island over here, bro, that I was working on, bro. These people didn't let a female onto the island. She was having problems with her kid, like pregnant, and the guy put a gun in her face and didn't let her on the island to go to the hospital, and then she had a miscarriage and the baby died, bro. And these guys have gotten caught like shipping meth into this fucking place and shit, dude. There's some people who are just pieces of shit, and it's funny because they don't even go to jail. Like
Let me just
they sued the state for searching their bags and finding meth in it, and somehow won. Like that's
Yeah,
fucking insane.
let me
that
just
was
say
another
something
thing.
about the privatized prisons, though. It's
That's what I was going to say.
very bad to have privatized prisons because now you have the prisons making a shit ton of money and they're lobbying for things to be legal or illegal, right? Things that
Hmm.
may be good for us, but they're lobbying to keep them illegal so that there's more people in prisons. Very bad to have privatized prisons.
Yeah, for me, it's primarily the training and the checks and balances. Like who's doing that? It's not public records, so what's going on behind the scenes? Does anybody get to see that? I think that's important if you're talking about policing or disciplining the public. It shouldn't be privatized.
What's the alternative? Because if you think the government can run it better, that's just more government control. Private
Well, that
prisons
just
can be run well, they're just not regulated correctly.
yeah, that's just it. At least with public records, there's the checks and balances. There are certain laws that can be implemented that can clarify certain things that may have occurred in a situation at a prison that otherwise you wouldn't be able to see if they were privatized because there are no checks and balances. There are no people that work in other institutes that are part of the same system that are willing to scrutinize what is going on in that private
That's
prison.
just not true. There are checks and balances. The problem is that the government agencies are the one that are in control of the checks and balances in the private prisons, and that's where it falls short.
Oh, so our problem is that we need them to regulate themselves and not be regulated by the government. I'm not sure
Oh,
if
well,
I heard
that's
that
not what
correctly.
I said at all, strangely enough.
Yeah,
But
so obviously I didn't hear it
nice
correctly.
try. No,
Nice
the
try.
way
No,
it's
nice
run
try. I'm
now
not
is,
trying to argue. Rakia, I'll tell you
I don't
now.
know
The last
why
thing
you're
I'm here to
cutting me
do is
off.
debate.
Now, I'm not sure why you're cutting in while I'm talking, but if you're finished, I'll go ahead.
Absolutely. You go ahead. You finish your statement. I won't be responding.
Yeah, the way it runs right now with most prisons is that they're private and that the checks and balances are done by government agencies, and that's where it falls short. Never said that the same people running the prisons should be in control of.
You killed it.
You're gone, Rakia. Can't hear you.
Topic, or what are we doing?
Like the only thing I think that really people could really on or look at it as is like the AI vaccines. That's the fucking like excuse me? Like, that's about that's like what the fuck? I think that's a fucking fair critique. But I don't know, man. I'm happy for all of us, dude. I think we're gonna do well.
I like the optimism. I'm hoping so too, but
Dude, if
based
he makes
on I wasn't done. Based on the last time he was in office, it's like I agree with Jeremy. I don't think he did nearly as much as I was expecting, and I think a lot of people were expecting. And so I know he had a lot of pushback and stuff. So hopefully this
It's
time
because
around,
Biden. Well, sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, hopefully
Hopefully
this
this
time
time
around
around. What?
he can fulfill some of the things that he's promoting or at least advocating for. Like the whole crypto thing is
oh
one of the
yeah.
things I'm big on, and then um, shutting down the cartels. I'm for that, and the wall. Like there's a lot of good things that I'm hearing, but again, dude, we'll see if he fulfills.
Well, yeah, if he'd
Well,
have done
I'm
it the
pretty
first.
sure Biden. Hold on, Issa. Hold on. I'm pretty sure Biden showed us during his last term that the president doesn't actually do anything. They don't do anything. Biden was mentally retarded or some shit. He couldn't tie his shoes. So I don't know what you think Trump's actually doing, but I'm pretty confident the president does nothing.
Good point.
Yeah, I think he has
Figurehead.
a secret
It's
council of. It's a secret
it's what he's
council of
signing
flat
off on,
earthers
bro.
making moves you just don't
That's what I'm.
understand.
That's whatever he's signing off on. I mean, yeah, he's not gonna be the one doing it, but he's gonna be the one advocating for it, signing off on it.
Well, yo, he also didn't have the Senate and the Congress like he has in this fucking shot. So anything he would have put into power, he would have just gotten. He got impeached the last time he was in power because he didn't have authority. Didn't have the majority. So it's better, and all the way that it's worked out, it's like, mwah. It's like with RFK on the ticket and fucking that never would have happened however many years ago. Right now, he's got the popular vote. Everyone's sick of the left. I don't know, man. I think he's probably got a council of flat earthers that actually really run the show, and they're probably directing Trump as to what to do.
So you do think the president calls the shots? He's the one making moves. He's calling the shots and making stuff happen. That's what you think?
No, I think it's a group of secret flat earthers that'll probably really run the show right now.
Well, who is
They
running the
they're
show? Because we
probably
know it's not the president because
it's a secret group of flat earthers.
Biden had Alzheimer's and early onset dementia and shit. So we know it's not the president calling the shots. So who is it actually?
No, it's a secret group of psychic astrological flat earthers
I mean,
that
you could
run the
joke
show.
around about it if you want, but I mean,
How am I joking around? How am I
the
joking around?
last
Didn't I talk?
presidency showed us
Hold
that the
on.
president doesn't do jack shit.
Okay, astrotheologically, we're supposed to enter into a golden age. Okay, Trump's calling this the golden age, right? So why couldn't it be a council of flat earthers that are really running the
Cheeto
show,
Jesus.
right? Oh, flat Earth Jesus, but under control, bro. But either way, Trump's going to be signing the executive orders for no income taxes, getting us out of the WHO. So even if he is a puppet, I think he's just a puppet for a bunch of amazing flat Earth Illuminati members.
Cheeto Jesus is gonna save.
I'm just saying, if it's going to be a group of, if it's not Trump doing it, we got to have a secret group of cabal of people that actually run the show. Then I'll say it's a bunch of flat Earth awesome radicals that are going to direct us towards freedom. Like instead of it being a group of Illuminati dickheads that were trying to kill everybody in the last eon, astrotheologically, if we want to go down conspiracy street, then the fucking astrotheologists that actually run the fucking thing, better known as the Illuminati, have realized that the stars and the universe itself has told them that we have to enter into a golden age and we can't be just creating wars all the time. So it's like an astrotheological tiptoe. And this is our time to win. Common sense, rationality. Yeah, I think we're fucking. I think we're doing good, man. Like it's in the stars. It's beyond whether it was Trump or whatever, but Trump's the perfect vehicle for it. You know. You still get to be a flat earther without getting. Whatever. It's like think about all the pressure we've been under. I know, for instance, when like let's say just case in point, like when Brenda used to come on my show and I would get yelled at by flat earthers because I addressed Brenda as a her and I gave her the title that she chose. And I, you know what I mean? Because, and I got railed on by one dude who was trying to tell me how much of a,
All right, bro. What's the
piece of shit.
point, dude?
Well, my point is that back
Just fucking
then,
ram.
a couple years ago, it was very taboo to call out someone who was having like whatever you want to call it. It'd be like it was very it wasn't acceptable to try to
All
call them
right,
out
dude.
on
You're a
that thing because
trendsetter. Is
the
that what you
people
want to
in
be
no,
called?
no, I'm just saying the people in power were so much in power and we were so like oppressed. We couldn't say COVID. We had to self fucking monitor ourselves on here. Well, now all of those restrictions have been lifted, which is fucking awesome. That's a win for us. You know what I mean? Like we're winning on all these fucking different stages, man. I'm just saying, like,
All right,
I
Charlie
think
Sheen.
what's up?
We can say COVID now,
Tiger
not because
blood.
of anything changed, because we changed the way we do the YouTube on here.
Yeah, but like on Facebook, for instance, you can call people retarded. Where like you couldn't do that a couple years ago when we were trying out this whole thing of like
Oh,
it's
you can
like
call people retarded now on Facebook. What's your
you can't.
Facebook so I could send you a message?
Yeah, go for it. What do you? But like I just think like we're taking we're winning, man. I don't know. I just think we're getting lost in shit like VapeGate and what's the psyop, and I just think all that because that's the best thing to keep a bunch of flat earthers busy instead of realizing that they're
Why is
winning.
anyone worried about Witsit right now when you got Jeranism fucking flipping sides like a freaking, I don't know, dude.
Right, but why even
That's pretty
care?
bitch made.
I don't care. I don't care if Jones. I don't care if anyone's on the globe or the flat.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
don't care. I don't care either. But when you got somebody who's got a big platform like that, right, and who's gathered a bunch of fucking people, right, just to drive them off a cliff, dude, like that's kind of a problem for the community. So that's what I care about.
I was watching Adam Green's show again last night, and I probably shouldn't watch it, because he always shows these rabbis, and they are fucking insane. Like they are foaming at the mouth at the fucking this idea that America's essentially the new Rome, and in their language it's Edom and Amalek, and it's gonna fall, and they can't wait. I mean, and I wouldn't say this is a issue because there's plenty of mentally ill people out there who gives a fuck. But these people have got the power. They have got the fucking wealth, the influence to make a difference. So to me, that is a fucking worry. Seen as no offense, but yeah, America, I'd say the UK as well. We are a fucking subservient to Israel, and yeah, this is an issue. I probably should stop watching that show because I start watching these rabbis rocking backwards and forwards with a little, supremacist fucking ideology, and it winds me up. It really does.
It really grinds my gears, kid. Burns my biscuit.
It does. It really does, Slow. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know. I just caught the tail end of what you're saying, honestly.
Well, yeah, I mean, America's a bitch, isn't it? Israel's bitch, and it's
Oh
it's
yeah.
it's just such
Oh,
a
yeah.
shame. It's not.
Is that going
You
to
should
change?
not be
I
in
mean,
Senate and have a dual citizenship. That should not be allowed, right? Because you should have America first, or America. I don't know. It just seems very odd
Well,
to
yeah.
me.
Have you seen Dan Bilzerian coming out railing against the
Bob
Jews?
Lazar.
No,
Uh, no. There's like a couple of people that are like starting to pop up on Candace Owens, even like I think like a lot of people are getting as freedom of speech is given back to the people. All these issues are going to come to the forefront, and they're going to be so pissed that because at first you can't make the move against Israel without the public being informed of the issue. And that's the same thing with Trump. It's like Trump couldn't do what he's able to do without people being informed about what he's trying to do and what he's up against. And that's what was displayed to the people over the last couple of years. The next step in this, now that Trump is in office and he's like kind of allowing free speech again,
You gonna
is that,
actually address what Andy just said, bro? Or are you just gonna fucking divert
have you
continuously?
talked about, how about this? Do you know what I'm talking about with Blazarian?
I don't know, bro. You're bringing all
Okay,
these
because that
fucking
answers all
names and
those
stuff.
questions.
Just
If you
just
don't,
address what Andy said, bro. Why do
if
you
you
always do
don't
this
know
shit?
what Dan Blazarian is doing right now, and what a lot of other people, I just explained it. The people are now going to make the case for why Israel shouldn't get the funding, but it had to happen after the election. It couldn't happen before the election. That's what I'm saying. You
So
know.
is Trump gonna freaking stop cucking to fucking Israel or not, bro? Yes or no?
Yes, over time. Yeah, next I'd say
Oh,
2 years.
time.
Five. Hey, yo, give me 5 push-ups. 2 years. What do you think?
clearly not. I mean, he's married his
Right?
daughter off to
Okay,
Kushner,
so you're
right?
taking. Hold on. So you're taking the 5 push-ups bet.
Yeah, I'll take the
Because I'm
five push-ups bet
okay.
for
Cool.
sure.
2 years. In 2 years, I say we're not funding Israel like we used to be.
This guy's a bigger Shabos guy than fucking the Lion.
Yeah, it's diplomacy though. He had to do it to get into office. Shalom.
I
Yeah.
suppose that's the way of looking at it. I suppose.
I mean, that's yeah. I would hope you're right, but honestly, dude, the tale tells itself, dude. The last time he handed those keys off to Netanyahu, bro. To me, dude, that said everything. And then he went and freaking poked the wall, dude. Like, come on, bro.
And these rabbis are like, they always do that sentiment where they're like, if you bless Israel, you'll be blessed, and if you curse them, you'll be cursed. And they all say, he's got God on his side because he did the whole Matrix with this bullet. Oh my God,
Bro,
it's so
he's got a
ridiculous.
fucking he's got a shekel made after him, dude. Like,
Oh yeah.
Really? Oh my God. Well, that should seal it right there.
yeah, you think 2 years that shekel's going away, bro? Come on. I don't know, bro. It just sounds like hopium, dude.
Yeah, I know, but see, like, I mean, I don't know how long you guys have known me, like, or whatever, but I've been pretty much against the state of Israel for a very long time, man. And I just think that there's a diplomatic solution to this, and we're just going to watch it unfold. I really do think that. I think Trump's not going to allow for them to treat us like a bitch. It's just that they are so infested into our fucking government that to make a move like that is political suicide at that stage in the game. We're 5 days into his fucking administration. I just think, like, if they start trying to strong arm Trump, that's when he's gonna rout him out, because they're gonna get identified, and I think that they're gonna be chopped off at the knees. I just think, what's scary is what they've are capable of. I think they did 9/11. You know what I mean? These bastards. And I think Trump ain't gonna let it slide. It ain't gonna. They're not gonna let it slide, man.
I saw also on Adam Green's. I can't remember exactly what it is, but that basically the head of this huge organization. I think it's the FDA. Or is it? I don't know. Food and Drug. No, it might not be that. I'm not sure. But basically, she had some connection to seed oils. She was basically the seed oil queen. And now she's been made like the health secretary, whatever it is. I thought that was quite ironic. Nothing's changed at all. It's just business as usual, isn't it?
I think you said
Seems
it
that way.
best the other week, Andy, when you brought up idiocracy. It's like
Yep.
it's like straight WWF, bro.
Yeah, and he's the president. He just ain't black. Totally. Give the people exactly what they want or what they think they want.